Dragon Ball's more than just a show about battles. It's a story about pushing limits, defying odds, and making sure everyone knows it. Today, we're looking back at the times they flexed not just their strength, but their unbreakable will. Get ready to feel inspired, amazed, and maybe even a little bit emotional.
片手で十分ですよ。こんなもの。
Oh man, let's talk about Toppo absolutely bodying Super Frieza, because this moment was a straight up power move. The ultimate disrespect was Toppo destroying Frieza's move with a purple skittle. The sheer savage energy of Frieza with all his world destroying power was reduced to nothing by a tiny purple candy. Toppo may not have eliminated anyone, but man did he put in the work. I honestly can't decide which beating was more humiliating, the 1 hour thrashing that Super Saiyan Broly gave Frieza, or this savage moment by Toppo.
なぜ避けなかったのですか。
止めると分かっていた。
なるほど。では今度は止めません。いいですね。
Ah, the classic Goku being Goku moment. Remember when Future Trunks showed up in the Android saga looking all cool and mysterious, wielding a badass sword and slicing Frieza into tiny pieces? Yeah, that guy. So when Trunks finally meets Goku, he decides to test him out and goes for a full-on sword attack. What does Goku do? He blocks it. Not with his arm or anything else. Nope, he blocks it with just fingers. It's one of those moments where you sit back and think, bro, was that even necessary? Trunks had just spent an entire sequence showing us how ridiculously deadly that sword is, and Goku treats it like it's just made of plastic. I mean, Goku's fingers went Super Saiyan before Vegeta even got the chance. That's a flex within a flex. Future Trunks had no choice but to respect it, and honestly, so did we.
さすがです。噂は本当でした。
何が起こったの？まあ見てろって。
ここの重力は地球の10倍はあるぞ。
たかが10倍の重力など俺は何も感じぬ。
バカな、死ね
Let's talk about Vegeta's fight with Pui Pui, which wasn't even really a fight. This man doesn't power up, doesn't move an inch, he just stands there, smirking like he's about to take out the trash. Why? Well, because 10 times gravity is a joke to Vegeta. This is the guy who trained under 400 times the Earth's gravity back on Namek. So what happens? Vegeta wipes Pui Pui out in one move. No effort, no sweat, just a clean thanks for coming moment. Also, with that subtle tap on Pui Pui's chest at the end, Vegeta didn't just want to defeat him, he wanted to feed him die. So damn cold-blooded.
Babidi バビディの野郎、つまらん相手をよこしやがって。
いつまでも舐めたことしやがると。貴様。
Goku versus Berta and Geese. Now that's a fight where Goku shows just how effortlessly he can play the game and still win. First off, you've got Berta, the self-proclaimed fastest in the universe, who's strutting around like he's about to break the sound barrier. This guy's so convinced that his speed is unbeatable, he's practically begging Goku to challenge him. And just when you think things couldn't get any crazier, enter Geese. Now Geese is the red-headed guy with the crusher ball, which sounds menacing, right? Except when he tries to throw it, Goku just casually dodges it, and Jeez's whole attack goes to waste. At this point, Goku's just having fun, isn't he? What makes this fight so hilarious is how ridiculously one-sided it is. Berta and Jeez are giving it their all, throwing their best moves, and Goku's just chilling, making them look like amateurs. Honestly, this fight has stuck with me since childhood as one of my all-time favorites. I still get a wave of nostalgia whenever I think about it.
Yo.
I mean, if we're talking about humiliating moments, how could we forget when Frieza destroyed planet Vegeta? This one takes the cake. After all, Frieza didn't just wipe out a planet like it was a bad day at the office, he destroyed his own ally's home world. And not just any ally, but Vegeta's entire race. Talk about a cold-blooded move. Frieza had been toying with the idea of destroying planet Vegeta for a while, but when he finally did it, our jaws were on the floor. With one little finger, he fired the death ball, and just like that, planet Vegeta was gone, vanished in the blink of an eye. The sheer arrogance of it all. Imagine, the guy who's supposed to be on the same team as the Saiyans turning around and wiping them out without a second thought. I mean, that's not just a flex, it's the definition of insane power. Every scene where Frieza destroys planet Vegeta is incredible, but there's something especially chilling about seeing the power level numbers on Frieza's scouter drop to 0. Now let's talk about the time when Gohan in his SSJ2 form absolutely humiliated Cell. This moment is peak Dragon Ball glory. Gohan, who'd spent the entire arc being all kind-hearted and unsure of himself, suddenly has his moment of reckoning, and let me tell you, when Gohan snaps, Cell is in so much trouble. Cell, being the cocky villain that he is, decides it's time to have some fun and blows up a whole bunch of innocent people just to get Gohan to really fight him. That's when Gohan finally loses it. He powers up to Super Saiyan 2, and suddenly he's a whole new level of unstoppable. You know, it's bad news for Cell when even Vegeta and Trunks are just sitting there stunned. You see, Gohan doesn't just fight Cell, he toys with him. Cell, who thought he had the upper hand, is completely outclassed. Gohan was straight up bullying Cell, humiliating him and embarrassing him all at once. This was easily the best version of Gohan, and it's one of the most satisfying moments in the series.
なぜこの私がたった2発のパンチで
フリーザーこの程度で俺を
Oh, Future Trunks versus Frieza and his dad? Now that was a moment. If you haven't seen it, prepare yourself for some serious drama and pure satisfaction. Future Trunks, the son of Vegeta, is out here trying to avenge the destruction of his timeline, and what better way to do that than by taking on the guy who wiped out the Saiyan race, Frieza. As soon as Trunks becomes Super Saiyan, it's over for Frieza. The guy who was once unbeatable is now getting sliced up like a piece of cake, and it's honestly one of the most satisfying moments in the whole series. And King Cold, he tries to flex and threaten Trunks, but Trunks is so far beyond that, it's almost sad. King Cold doesn't even get a chance to say much before Trunks destroys him just as effortlessly. The way Trunks took out King Cold was even colder than King Cold himself.
士が。
あいつ味方を全部消しちまったがか。
Sure, Frieza was nerfed against Trunks back then, but hey, he comes back to Earth with some new powers, all thanks to that wish he made on the Dragon Balls. And let me tell you, Frieza's comeback was nothing short of hilarious, if you can call it that. I mean, who straight up wipes out their entire crew just to flex their powers? Like, what did they even do wrong? They were just there, trying to survive. He's out here casually blasting his own men like they're nothing, just because he can. The power move is so insane, it's almost impressive. Imagine being so confident in your own strength that you're like, I don't need a team, I'll just do it myself. Frieza's flex is so on another level that he's willing to burn bridges, literally, with his entire crew just to remind everyone that he's the biggest threat in the universe. Sure, he might have been a little dramatic, but come on, it is Frieza. This guy doesn't do anything halfway, and that's what makes it such a ridiculous flex. Just when you thought he couldn't get any more ruthless, he turns around and shows you that, yes, he absolutely can.
自分の力を見せるために仲間の兵士たちを。
お待たせいたしました。
DBZ is one of my favorite anime, and I absolutely love it. If you feel the same, make sure to like this video. It lets me know that you're enjoying the content. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Alright, let's dive into the next entry. Vegito vs. Boo is the kind of fight that's pure hype from start to finish. I mean, the entirety of Vegito just screams badass. He's the ultimate flex machine of the universe, where two of the strongest Saiyans fuse into one unstoppable powerhouse. And then they go toe-to-toe with Super Boo, the freaking monster who's absorbed everyone, including Piccolo, Goten, and Trunks. You'd think Boo would be unstoppable, right? Wrong. Vegito walks in and immediately starts flexing like, you're not ready for this. He's effortlessly dodging all of Boo's attacks while simultaneously dishing out devastating blows. And let's not forget the sass. Vegito's attitude is so smug that it's almost hilarious. He's just toying with Boo, mocking him as if Boo's not even a real threat. I just love his playful arrogance. Toriyama definitely had a good time with this one.
Naruhodo. 合体して2人の時よりは強くなったようだな。
そうとも強くなったさ。貴様をぶっ殺せるぐらいにな。
85番192点。こりゃやっぱり完全に壊れているようだね。
はい。
どいてろ。
ああ、しょうがないな。
手加減を知らないベジータ。
Ah, the legendary moment when Vegeta breaks the punching machine. Talk about a flex, eh? You see, Vegeta really has a thing against machines. It's like the machine was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, this was a simple display of strength, but Vegeta wasn't even trying. He casually walked up and bam! One punch and the machine was toast. At least he was polite enough to tell everyone to stand back first. If this had been Cell Saga Vegeta, he would have just walked up and punched it without a second thought, no warning, no courtesy. I'm pretty sure Vegeta was still holding back a little. He just didn't hold back as much as everyone else. This is how you show off power without breaking a sweat. On another thought, Vegeta must have been picturing Nappa's face on the punching pad when he threw that punch. I can't help but feel a bit sorry for the regular fighters when they realize they're completely outclassed.
あれをぶっ放すつもりか。頼む、それじゃ地球が俺たちと戦うんだろ。
let's talk about one of the most casually savage moments in Dragon Ball history. Kid Buu destroying Earth. I mean, let's be real. Earth was basically asking for it at this point. After all the near-death experiences, Dragon Balls, and endless fights, Buu just looked at it and said, yeah, I think I'm gonna blow it up now. The smile on Kid Buu's face when Goku starts pleading for him not to blow up the planet, I mean, it is just straight up pure evil, isn't it? It's like he's having the time of his life, watching Goku squirm, knowing full well he's about to wipe everything out. That grin is all darkness, no remorse whatsoever. Just chaos for the fun of it. Kid Buu was the definition of pure evil. While every other villain had some kind of motive for wanting to destroy the planet, Kid Buu just did it because, well, why not? At this point, I honestly feel like Cell was practically a sweetheart compared to Kid Buu. If we're talking about one of the most disrespectful moments in the entire series, it's got to be Cooler casually swimming up Goku's Kamehameha. Yeah, you read that right. While most villains would be on the receiving end of Goku's iconic energy wave, Cooler decided to flip the script and just straight up take a swim. Goku unleashes the massive Kamehameha, and instead of getting obliterated like most enemies, Cooler just glides up it like he's casually taking a lap in the pool. The audacity. It's honestly like the universe's most intense game of who's the strongest, and Cooler's just out here doing laps. He's not even breaking a sweat, you know? This is exactly what made me fall in love with the idea of characters flying through energy waves. It's all fun and games until someone decides to casually swim right through your ultimate finisher. And it's honestly one of the coolest, most brazen displays of power ever.
ベジットだ。そしてこれがベジット。
そんな変身で神にかなうと思うな。
さあ、決着をつけようぜ。
Vegito versus Zamasu? Now we're talking about one of the most epic showdowns in Dragon Ball Super. This fight was like a battle of divine proportions, where Vegito decides to show Zamasu why messing with mortals is a huge mistake. You see, Vegito's got his super calm, almost cocky energy as he toys with Zamasu. It's like he's showing the Fuse God, you can't touch this, I'm the ultimate combo. This fight wasn't just a battle of strength, it was a battle of who could flex the hardest, and Vegito clearly won that battle. He literally turns the whole fight into a performance, playing with Zamasu like a toy and reminding us all that his fusion is just another league of ridiculous. Honestly, it was a fun ride of pure, unrelenting power and a whole lot of swagger. Vegito had the moves, the attitude, and the power to back it up. Zamasu, well, he learned the hard way that messing with the fused Goku and Vegeta is a one-way ticket to a whole lot of pain.
神の力はこれっぽっちか。みんな悪い。オラに元気分けてくれ。
全力で来い。
Jiren deflecting Goku's Spirit Bomb is disrespectful on a different level. Here's Goku putting out the ultimate move in his arsenal, the Spirit Bomb, basically the universe's last hope. And Jiren's like, meh, I'll just give it a little pushback. And he didn't even break a sweat. I mean, all this time, Jiren was trying so hard not to instantly overpower Goku. I swear, at that moment, Jiren wasn't just strong, he was the definition of next level power. Goku was out here putting everything on the line, and Jiren was just chilling, pushing the Spirit Bomb away like it was a bad bad joke. Also, I love how Goku gets rewarded with Ultra Instinct just for being overpowered by a stronger opponent, as if getting wrecked is the key to unlocking ultimate power. It's almost like the universe's way of saying, hey, you were totally outclassed, but here's a power-up for your troubles. Goku and Vegeta versus Whis? This was a matchup no one was ready for. Goku and Vegeta, the two most powerful Saiyans in existence, decide they're ready to test their strength against Whis, the angelic guide and all-around god-tier powerhouse. You know, just a casual sparring match, yeah? Wrong. What follows is one of the most humbling moments for the Saiyan duo in all of Dragon Ball history. Goku and Vegeta, hyped up from their training and ready to show off, go all out against Whis, thinking they can actually land a hit. But Whis, he's like, nah, I'll just dodge everything you throw at me. Not only does he dodge, but he's also casually playing with them, dancing around their attacks like they're nothing. Every time they think they've got him, he just slips away without breaking a sweat. And let's be real, watching Goku and Vegeta get outclassed by Whis is pure entertainment, especially when you know they're the ones who thought that they were invincible.
これは
完全有機の方天然無菌牛のアラプラネテーゼにございます。
僕好みの味だ。
それではこの星は
ちょっと脂肪分が高いんだよね。今回は半分だけにしておいてあげるよ。
半分だけ。
脂肪分の取りすぎは体に良くないからね。脂肪分の取りすぎはね。
Ah, Beerus destroys half a planet with a poke. Now that's some next level god tier nonsense right there. Beerus is on a whole different level when it comes to destruction. The dude literally just taps a table and boom, half a planet is gone. Honestly, the title of God of Destruction couldn't be more fitting. You'd think that with all the culinary options in the universe, Beerus would at least appreciate a decent meal, right? But no, this dish just doesn't hit the spot. And instead of just sending the food back like a normal person, what does he do? He casually obliterates half of the entire planet. Just because the food sucked. You know what? He's just so calm about it too. It's like he's flipping through a menu and thinking, I'll just destroy half of this planet since the food isn't up to my standards. Imagine being so powerful that if someone messes up your meal, you don't just get mad. You annihilate an entire portion of the planet. Now that's next level petty, and I'm here for it.
あいつがやったんだ。
ムカつくね。
だろ？消しちゃった方がいいんじゃねえか？
そうだね。こんな世界。
早くタイムマシンを起動させよう。
こんな世界消えちゃえ。
You want to talk about ultimate power, yeah? Then let's talk about Zeno erasing Zamasu. This moment is like the ultimate I'm done with your nonsense move. So Zamasu, the big bad villain, has been causing all this chaos across the multiverse, thinking he's untouchable. He's out here acting like he's the righteous god of the universe and that nothing can stop him. Then in comes Grand Zeno, the little ball of pure destruction, just chilling and playing with his remote. The way Zeno casually said, all of existence, go away, is probably the most powerful command ever uttered in the anime world. It's like he's not just a god, but he's the ultimate authority, capable of wiping out everything with the snap of his fingers. I like to imagine that Zeno wasn't always this childlike being. He probably went through many different ages and forms, but after living for eternity as a god, life just got too boring. So he decided to hit the reset button and come back as a child just so he could relive that sense of wonder and excitement we all long for, making life feel fresh and interesting again. I had so much fun putting this video together. If you think I've missed anything on the list, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're in the mood for more, why not check out moments when anime characters flex too hard. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.